Hi, I'm Sheila, and I'm going to give you my DNA results. I'm going to look at them for the 748th time. Okay, so join me. I'm going to make sure I can see myself while I do this so I don't make any weird faces. Okay, so I am 80%, whatever, 80% European. And I have 39% Irish in me. Okay, time out. What am I doing? First of all, this is my story. Neither of my parents knew their parents. So my mother was adopted and my father only knew his mother. So I literally have one grandparent that was a birth grandparent that I really knew. And she was like an English, Irish, like blonde-haired, blue-eyed, really cool progressive woman named Emily who used to take selfies, not with the cell phone because she's my grandmother, but she would take like old Fujifilm, I guess, photos of her, and when she passed away, she donated all those photos, or I inherited all those photos from her. That was like my inheritance. So it's just like hell of selfies, and I'm a hell of selfie person. I'm like selfie. Anyways, so everyone always asks me, what's your ethnicity? You look so this, you look so that. And I'm like, thanks. But really, I'm like, I don't know, and it broke my heart. So finding out has been like really, really powerful. Okay, so European 80%, 80 percentile. So I'm 39% Irish. And that shit blew my mind because I'm like, that's almost half of what I am. But look at my freckles. I'm like, hell of luck of the Irish. Like, look at the Irish. Don't pay attention to my pimples. But yeah, I'm like, oh look, and I have green eyes. I'm like a dark Irish. So 39% Irish, 15% Scandinavian. And I found out that that's like Denmark and like Norway and Denmark. And I kind of look like if I'm like this, I'm like a little Norwegian. I'm in Norway. I don't know if it's called Norwegians. I'm a Norway girl. I'm a girl from Norway. And I really look like an Irish person. I was gonna do it. I don't have the energy, but I got the luck of the Irish. Okay. And then there's all these trace regions. There's like 21% trace region. So it's 39% Irish. And then 15% Scandinavian, 5% Europe West, which I guess is like Germany and things like that. And then 5% Italy/Greece, 5% Iberian Peninsula, which is like Spanish. 4% European East, 4% Jewish, 3% Great Britain. Now, this is the type thing. I have like a lot of younger brothers and sisters who we didn't know what our ethnicity is fully, and now them mother suckers know. So shout out to Nyla, shout out to Gabe, shout out to Braxton, all my youngins. That's our European side. Now, I am 20% African. I was really excited. I was so excited when I heard that I cried because I didn't have any trace of that in my family. I had no, other than being very much connected to African culture, whether it be Black American culture or West African culture or South American or, you know, whatever, island culture. So that was tight. And I'm 11% Nigerian, which is hella tight because I love Nigerian culture. I'm like obsessed with this thing called Ifa, which is like this cosmology that comes from there. And yeah, so 11% Nigerian, 5% Malian. I think it's Malian. Senegal 1%, less than 1% Benin, Togo, less than 1% Africa North, and less than 1% Africa Southeastern Bantu. I don't know where that is, but that shit sounds like warriors. And that makes sense because I got a heated temper. Anyways, I'm kind of all over the place in this video, but I hope that this stuff makes sense. And I'm proud of who I am. When I walk in the world, I'm like, yo, I'm Irish, I'm African, I'm Scandinavian. What's good? And I was always taught from a young age that love is all that matters. Like, my dad has a hell of girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, who are all babies' mamas of hims. And, you know, they were always, all my mamas were always like, just love who you are. It doesn't matter what your race is or what your culture is. You have to just be one with God. You have to be one, or maybe not God, you know, however you want to see it, but like, just know your truth. Know your truth essence. And they always said, Africa's the motherland, no matter what, anyways. So, you need to come back home. Oh my God. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. I hope you enjoy this.